How's it going, guys? You're watching Dirt Bike Channel. I'm your host, Kyle Brotherson, and today we are doing the first ride on the KTM 300XC. This is the 2017 300XC. Sam and I are out here, and we have the perfect test for this thing, the perfect baseline test, because we have a 2015 300. This is Sam's bike over here. We know this bike runs well. We know the bike inside and out. I've had one, Sam's had one, and now we can compare the 17 against the 16, and we're pretty excited. What are you expecting to see out of this bike today, Sam?
Honestly, I think the biggest thing is that it's going to just feel a little bit more nimble, and I don't know, as far as the power is concerned, that we've heard there's some differences with the Mikuni carburetor versus the KTM carburetor, and so this is going to be brand new. We have no idea what the power delivery is going to be.
Yeah, what I did is I leaned the carburetor out a little bit. I leaned out the needle, I leaned out the main jet, and I leaned out the idle jet on this. And so I have it kind of in a spot where it's a good baseline. I'm not sure it's quite lean enough. Today we're probably, what would you say, we're at about 6,000 feet right now, and we're going to go up to maybe 8,500 feet ish, somewhere in there. So it's the stock pipe. The only things I've done to the bike to set it up, I've set my sag, I put on a rear disc guard, I put on radiator guards, and what else? A skid plate. And this is a 4-stroke skid plate. Had to do that because I can't get a skid plate for this bike just yet. And then I put tubeless on the tires. So those are the only mods that I've got. So basically, the motor is completely stock, the carburetor stock, and we're gonna take this and put it through its paces and just see what we think of it today. So yeah, we're pretty excited. So hey guys, Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel here, and I am on my 2017 KTM 300XC. I have ridden it up the road for about, 5 minutes, and this sucker is freaking screaming. Now I'm on some single track. I like to put the red springs in these things, the red auxiliary springs, and so that's what I did to get a good baseline with this thing on, because that's how I've run the last 4 300s that I've had, is on that red spring, red auxiliary spring, which lets the power valve open up sooner, and this sucker is pulling hard. I am very glad. It's got the the stock carb, the Mikuni carburetor in this, and it was really cold-blooded down in the truck, because it's about 31 degrees. Well, actually it's more like 35 degrees right now, and so it was cold-blooded down by the truck. It didn't want to stay running. Had to use the choke a little bit more than normal, but it is cold, and I think it's running slightly fat. I don't think I've leaned it out quite far enough, but once I got the thing to start running, holy Jezebel, this thing is pulling hard, and it's smooth and feels light, feels good. I haven't yet decided if there's quite as much low end as on my 15 300XC, but because it may be a little softer on the bottom, but then I've been riding that YZ250X, which is definitely soft on the bottom. Can't go under that. And anyway, so far so good. This thing is just tearing up this trail. If you haven't ridden a 300, you just don't get it. They are so good, so much power, so tractor, so luggable. You know, if you can take the most well-rounded all-arounder bike that I've ever been on, the 300XC, if you can take that and improve upon it, then you've done something pretty phenomenal. And I think that's what they've done with the 17. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon because I haven't ridden it enough to know for sure, but I think that's maybe what they've done. I set the forks on this to what, 139 pounds PSI, which was the baseline that they tell you to start at, and then I've got my clickers just in the middle. Oh my goodness. It's so fast. Just lofting the wheel everywhere. I'll tell you this much. Even if the bottom end is slightly softer, like doesn't have as much torque, and I'm not sure, it's got more than enough. These are steep trails. I'm in second now. There's first, there's second, but there's still significantly more power down low on this than there is on that Yamaha YZ250X. Because I'm still in second gear, rocking through some of that, and I didn't have the power to pull that same section on the Yamaha in second. Second gear's a little bit taller on that, and it doesn't have the low end torque of this bike. Man, this thing is good. If I'm breathing hard, it's because I'm working. This is what I love about the 300. I am just staying in second gear. See, even there, boom. Second gear, listen to that thing lug. Drop to first now. Just come around that, because I know that one's super tight. Shift up to second again. Oh, getting out of shape off the trail. Whoa. Lost the front wheel there. Hit a rock. Hit a stick that pushed me off. Grab second gear on this in places like I'll stay in second on this sweeping climbing turn. Couldn't do that in second on my Yamaha. Although the Yamaha has a high enough first gear that you can carry some speed, I just think I can climb stuff like this faster on this bike, because I can go to second gear, get tons of traction, maintain tons of traction, and then tons of forward momentum.
I have a ton more to say and a ton more content coming out on this bike, and I'm gonna keep this bike for at least a year because it is that good. This is gonna be my primary bike for sure. So there will be a ton more coming out on this thing, so stay tuned for all that. And remember, if you like what we're doing here, please remember to subscribe to the channel, share the videos with your friends, and also go visit dirtbikechannel.com/parts. I've got some affiliate links there that you can use to order some parts and help us out. So until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Off angle enough that it was almost a problem.